What's up? It's Too Tall Shaw once again, delivering another vlog today. I gotta talk to my ladies. I've been seeing a lot of discrepancies involving the ladies, and I've heard from many women. They're complaining. They're asking why am I single and this and that. And most of them, it's been a couple reasons. For one, just jumping right into it, some women that I see, they don't have, they have either little to no standards. And when I say that, they'll go off, okay, the guy's cute, cool. Of course, I mean, you see something that you like, you're gonna go at it. However, if that guy, he just has a good smile and that's it, what is he gonna do? He needs to have goals. He needs to know where he wants to be in life. Ask him where he wants to be in the next 5 years. Don't be ashamed to ask these questions, ladies. I mean, if you have goals for yourself, like you want to get married, you want to have kids, you want to do this, you want to do that, don't be afraid to see what they want as well. I mean, if you have goals, make sure they do as well. See what their goals are. See what their interests are, at least. You can't be too timid. And that goes without saying. I mean, I have a story. It was a while back. I was at a bar. I was just chilling by myself, and it was a group of women and like this large booth, fine young sisters, and they were in a sorority. And one of them asked me to come over there, and she was like sitting like in the middle of the booth, and she said, "Well, there's a young lady over here that wants to talk to you." And like, I don't know, like I just got this like spider sense when it comes to like who it is, because she was scoping me out the whole time. I guess you call it spider sense. But anyway, I was like, "Well, who is it?" She's like, "I'm not gonna say it." She was sitting right next to her. I'm looking at her as the young lady's telling me this, and she's like, "Well, we just want to talk to you." It's like, "No, do you have a girlfriend?" And at the time, I was like, "No," and da 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 da, and she was like, "All right, well, just give us your information. We'll talk to you later." So, like I said, I already knew who the lady was, and time went by. I was walking to the restroom. She was coming out of the restroom, and I said, "Hey." She was like, So like she was real timid. And all of a sudden, the next day, she finds me on Facebook, sends me a message saying, "Hey, moment of truth. Do you have a girlfriend?" I'm like, "No, we established that at the table." I don't know if you were listening when you were sitting next to the girl that I was talking to that was trying to hook you up with me at the time, but hey. And she was like, "Oh, well, we'll see how it goes." And she sent me her number. Did I call her? No, because you were timid when you wouldn't even want to talk to me in person. So I mean, it tells you something. Not only that, her friend, the finest one at the table, went ahead and came up to me and talked to me while we were at the bar. And so, therefore, she lost out on something. It was shiesty on her part. Yes, that's her sorority sister. She did some pretty shiesty stuff. However, she wasn't timid. She was a woman, saw what she wanted, and went after it. That's what I'm saying. You can't be timid. Another big thing, you can't be too strong either. And the reason I say that, like, some women, they gotta see that their man has to have this type of car and this type of salary, this type of figure salary, and this type of job. I mean, in my opinion, and I've seen it a lot, some women do not admire a hard-working man. If that man is a plumber and he the best plumber in the city, that's what's up. Your man doesn't have to be a lawyer. He doesn't have to be a doctor. And that's for black, white, Hispanic, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't ever set a man's standards or don't judge him based on his economic status or his social status or anything. Never ever do that. Just because he doesn't rock the best pair of shoes or the best suit does not mean that he's less of a man. Don't think that at all. Another thing, you can't come too strong. If you like, let's say if a woman asks a man for his number, and she gets his number and she texts him like that next day and say, "Hey, what's up?" Nothing, just in work." "Oh, well, you haven't talked to me lately." "Oh, I just got your number yesterday." It was like, "Oh, well, what about the time between now and yesterday?" Like, and that's happened to me before. Like, don't do that. Like, especially if the man is interested in you, he will come to you. He will come to you. That's a key thing. You can't be too strong. You have to be a lady. You have to relax. I know, like I said, most women want to be in a relationship. Most women want to get married. Most women want to have kids. But you have to love yourself as well. And when I say that, I noticed that a lot of women, they're like, oh, I'm single. The reason you're single because you probably don't love yourself. A woman tried to talk to me one time in a restaurant. She was sitting down, and I just so happened to be at the restaurant. I wasn't working or anything, and the woman tried to talk to me, and she had a shower cap on her head, like not a scarf, not even a wrap, not a turban or nothing. She had a shower cap on her head. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, when I go out in public, the only time I would have something on my head, and of course I'm a young man, I'm a southern gent, I don't wear a hat inside. I would wear like a little, like a dry cap when I go work out, and that's it. You'll never see me with a do-rag or a wave cap or anything on in public. I mean, I don't do that. But I'm not saying that I'm almighty, but it's the fact that she had the audacity to say, hey, this is me, take it or not. And I mean, I was like, oh, like I didn't acknowledge the shower cap, but I kind of did, because as she was talking to me, I was looking at it like, I wasn't looking at her eyes. I was like that, and I just don't know, and that tells me that like you kind of didn't care. I mean, even though yes, you did that, but at the same time, that was kind of insulting, because I wouldn't come up to you with this wife beater on. I wouldn't do that, but that's how some people are. I mean, and ladies, you have to love yourself. No man's gonna love you if you don't love yourself. Don't go around saying, I'm fat, I'm skinny, I have a flat butt. You have to love yourself, and not to be funny, that's extremely unattractive. Like, a woman with high self-esteem is key. Like, and you got to take care of yourself. You can do your hair, your makeup, your nails. Don't come biting your fingernails and got the little nubs all the way back here and stuff, deep inside, bubbling up, and your skin bubbling up on it. You can't do that. Ladies, love yourself. Love yourself. If you love yourself, I promise you someone else will. And this is not a video for the ladies that are like D4Cs or people who choose to be single, but the women who are wondering why. And in my opinion, you always have to take 2 steps back and look at yourself. I'm not saying go up to the mirror. Some women do, shower cap lady, but you have to look at yourself. You have to not question yourself, but say, what can I do to make myself better? Not mainly more appealing, but myself better inside and out. Ladies, that's what you got to do. And I promise you, your man will come to you. But ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Please make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to Too Tall Shaw's YouTube channel. Got some more videos coming, y'all. Appreciate it. Peace out.